Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Marshall, 40 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Play action. Now Jackson. He gets it to Cooks.
7 yards there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back.
Of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Pass incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got the tight end Folkser right side complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be caught by Hester. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taken in at the 3.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Jackson.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver,
and it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Titans are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be. Can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate. You should have all eyes eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. The final shot before break. Jones. He's going to take another shot here. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Jackson on first down. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Jackson will throw again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room at the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Titans' 43-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Barkley.
It don't even matter, baby. It don't matter. It's okay.
Open space inside the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
Jones throwing for it. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. Jackson.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This one taken in by Hester. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. To throw is Fields. Steps away to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Fields. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship there as they throw for a late touchdown.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about